Hey everybody, Trisha here. So happy 2025 and looking forward to an amazing year. This will be the first full year that I'm retired and I am so excited. I have so many things planned and I'm looking forward to all of them. But in today's video, I want to talk about how the rent is too damn high, or in my case, the bills are too damn high. So, I want to give you some concrete examples on things that you can do to help lower your expenses, at least your discretionary in a sense, things that aren't fixed costs that you have to pay for. It's those other things. So, if you're interested in that and you want to hear more, then follow along. So, the first thing that I want to talk to you about is taking the time at the beginning of each year to go through all of the things that hit your bank account. Because if you're not diligent and if you don't look at things, there are so many little costs that come through that either you've forgotten about or things that you signed up for and you just don't use. So now's the time to go through all those expenses and delete what you can, close what you can, and get rid of things that no longer serve you. So that's the first thing we want to do is we want to take a look at our bank statements or go online onto our bank account and see the charges that came through and start evaluating them. Are they worth the squeeze? Is the juice worth the squeeze, as they say? Because some of them aren't. And I'll give you some of the few that I'm looking at trying to lower in 2025 because they're not serving me. And that's when we're having our discretionary dollars go towards those type of activities, they need to serve us. They need to bring us some kind of joy, fulfillment, and sometimes we kind of outgrow them. So, for example, some of the few that I'll be looking into, and one I've already taken action on today, is the internet fee that you pay. So, I don't know about you, but Frontier here, they give you a discount if you do auto pay. And along with that, they give you another discount if you do paperless invoicing. So, because of that, the onus is on you, the individual, to go in and monitor communications with that company. And so what I noticed was not me going in and checking, but me noticing that I was paying $29.99 for my internet service. I think it's 500 gigabytes. And this past month, it went up to 44.99. So I wasn't anticipating that. I thought the discounts that I had were locked in forever, but of course, there's no forever. So I called them this morning and explained to them that I didn't realize this and I wanted to find out number one, why. And so what happened is their base pricing went up by $10. So I guess my rate was supposed to be $35.99 and I was getting that $10 discount. So I guess the base was $44.99. And so it went up to $54.99 minus my 10% $10 discount. So my bill went up to $44.99. And that's quite an increase. So I asked to speak with their retention department or their loyalty department. And so they transferred me to a very nice person and she understood what I was saying. And so anyway, she was able to get me down to at least my $34.99 again. So sometimes it's just, it's a phone call. It's not that big of a deal. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Um, when it doesn't work, I usually end up having to switch and go to somebody else for a while and then switch back because most companies don't honor you as an existing customer. They want you to be a new customer. And so, if you want to have the service, you got to play the games. And so that's one of the games that I had to play today. But it's those type of expenses that continue to go up if you don't do anything about them. So I could have, ignored the email or ignored the visibility of seeing that increase and allowed it to continue, or I could do something about it. So, this case, I did something about it. But there's other situations that are even worse. For example, um, one of my family members, they're paying an awful lot for cable TV, like close to $160. And really, I mean, if you're not somebody who absolutely has to have live TV, there's so many providers of movies and entertainment that you can sign up for that altogether wouldn't cost $160. Although that was her cable, her internet, and her phone. So, it's better to cable is just so overpriced. I just in today's age, I don't understand how we can't just get local channels for a very small fee and then sign up for whatever additional services you think you may need. But that's one area that I would definitely focus on. I haven't had cable internet in or sorry, cable service in probably at least I would say 8 years. It's just so overpriced. And when you're working, you don't even have time. You're home 1, 2 days. And so you have to see, Yellowstone live on that Sunday. I can wait. Nothing's worth that kind of money to me. At least that's not. So but that's me. You can evaluate that and find that, you're okay with spending that kind of money because it fulfills you. That's your one thing that, you're willing to spend that money on and splurge. So, each of us are different and I can't tell you that that's right or wrong because, that's up to you, but that's an area that I don't feel has really justified the amount that it cost. So I prefer just to have multiple different movie services. I have Amazon, so I get Amazon. I sign up usually at the end of the year for a couple of different services to try them out. But honestly, I spend probably a majority of my time on YouTube because it's educational, it's informational, it's entertaining. um, I don't have to listen to all the different, topics that I don't want to hear about, that don't interest me. I don't want to watch commercials. So for me, that's a better fit. But I know you got to do you. And I'm just saying that now is the time, the beginning of the year, as everything increases, to reevaluate. So, cable, another good one. Subscriptions. How many subscriptions have you signed up for that you don't even use? If you signed up for a gym membership, but you never go to the gym. Is it worth it? Find out what that break even amount is. If it costs you $100 to go and you're only going once a week, is it worth it? Would you rather spend that extra money somewhere else, or would you rather invest in your own area to, you know, have a bike and have weights? It's all discretionary, so it's up to you, but those are things that I think are worth investigating to save you some money and to put that money towards things that bring you more value. So subscriptions, gym memberships, what else do we have? um Contributions. Maybe you signed up for Joe Blow's, I don't know, political newsletter, and it costs you $5 a month, $1 a month. I don't know. Any kind of those type of programs where you signed up because you wanted to help somebody for $1 a month, but you really don't even read the literature that they're sending to you. Those are the ones you need to cancel. And to be quite honest, it's almost a good time of the year to claim fraud on your debit card and get a new one. That way, everybody who's been sucking money out of your account, you know who they are, and you can determine whether or not you want to sign them up again for another year. So, just an option. Another kind of area that we can tend to spend a lot of our money and hard work and energy funding is health programs. Like, if you sign up for like a meal delivery and You're noticing you're not really kind of liking the flavors anymore, and it's not saving you much time. Now might be a good time to reevaluate that and determine, is that really necessary? Is that something that you still need to have in your life? So, those are the kind of areas that I would look at, that I'm evaluating to see whether or not I can lower some of those expenses, because I can't lower my property taxes. I can't lower, my utilities are pretty fixed. Sometimes they're a little bit higher if I have, guests in the house, or sometimes they're a little bit lower if, I'm doing my laundry within the window of, 9 p.m. to 1 in the afternoon. So, but for the most part, they're fixed. But where the areas where I do have discretionary spending, I want to make sure that I'm reevaluating them and ensuring that they serve me and I'm just not serving them. So, those are some of the things that I'm doing right now, some of the things that I'm looking at to help reduce the amount that's going out of my bank account, and focusing my spend on things that serve me and things that I still need in my life. So, that's my suggestion to you as well. I think, the beginning of the year is always kind of a new slate, always time to reevaluate and make sure that your money's servicing you. So, just wanted to share that with you. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you have a wonderful 2025. And I look forward to sharing all of my journeys and any kind of information and topics that I think you guys might enjoy on this channel. So, follow along, subscribe, and talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye bye.